ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
San Diego County is urging employers to require their workers to get vaccinated against COVID or receive a weekly test. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. The recommendation would apply to public and private employers as well as nonprofits. As our ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner shows us, the current COVID case rate is 10 times higher for those unvaccinated.
All businesses in San Diego County are now being encouraged to require that their employees show proof of vaccination.
We are making this recommendation that all employers, public sector, private sector, nonprofit, all take the action to require their employees to get vaccinated or be subject to regular testing, weekly testing, and a mask requirement.
We want our businesses to stay open and our economy to continue to recover. Requiring all employees to get the vaccine or to test on a weekly basis is the right thing to do.
The county's announcement Monday comes as officials cite the rise in COVID cases and hospitalizations because of the growing prominence of the Delta variant.
This is driven almost exclusively by the unvaccinated individuals in San Diego County.
Supervisor Nathan Fletcher said the current situation here is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
More than 92% of COVID cases in the last 30 days are in the unvaccinated. 98% of hospitalizations in the last 30 days are in the unvaccinated.
The county's new message to employers is only a recommendation, but several businesses like Disney, Walmart, and Google are requiring proof of vaccination. The state of California, along with the city and county of San Diego, are implementing vaccine mandates or regular testing. Local county employees will have to start submitting their verifications this Tuesday. Next Monday, they'll start undergoing weekly testing and wearing masks indoors if they haven't provided proof that they've gotten the vaccine.
That was Jennifer Kastner reporting. Supervisor Fletcher also mentioned the possibility of disciplinary action for people who provide fraudulent proof, but said those details are still being worked out.
The Delta variant continues to cause COVID rates to climb. It comes as schools are just starting to welcome their students back. Many districts are reassuring parents that they are doing all they can to keep your kids safe. Our ABC 10 News anchor Vanessa Van Hefty explains how some districts are handling the start of the year.
San Diego Unified School District says it's concerned over the Delta variant surge, but it is full steam ahead with its first day of school August 30th. Poway Unified opens this week, most kids going back Wednesday. Virtual options are available. The majority of students will be back in the classroom. All K-12 students and staff are required to wear masks inside. Governor Newsom also requiring all staff to be vaccinated or take a weekly COVID test. South Bay school districts have been open since late July. Chula Vista Elementary School District has 30,000 students and is conducting asymptomatic testing and testing for close contacts. Chula Vista Elementary so far has reported 266 COVID cases, mostly students. Sweetwater High reports 224 cases. South Bay Union has 60 cases. Chula Vista Elementary School District leaders say school is the safest place for kids with all of the safety, hygiene, and sanitation procedures in place. So far, the district has had to quarantine 4 classrooms due to cases in the classroom.
Less than 1% of our enrollment has tested positive. So we think we're doing an outstanding job. In fact, the fact that our schools are still open, the overwhelming majority of our students are having a safe, fun, great experience. And why? Because they're back in school, and that's what our parents wanted.
Students under 12 cannot get vaccinated at this point. The CDC saying vaccines for adults are the key to prevention in kids. Vanessa Van Hefty, ABC 10 News.
Cathedral Catholic High School was supposed to begin classes today, but that was delayed by a week after a staff member there tested positive. They were at an off-campus event. Orientation will happen tomorrow. Turning now to our latest cases, where San Diego County is reporting nearly 1,100 new infections today. In all, there have been more than 315,000 local cases of the virus since the pandemic began.
Landlords in San Diego have a few more options available if they want to evict a tenant. The county's strict eviction moratorium expired last week. There are still moratoriums in effect from the state and the CDC, but those offer more exemptions. And that includes the ability to evict tenants in order to do renovation projects. Landlords tell ABC 10 News they're glad most restrictions are over, but renter advocates say protections are needed because landlords are using loopholes to kick people out.
By alleging that substantial remodel was needed, they could remove a tenant who is not paying rent. They can remodel their unit, which adds equity, and then they can re-rent the unit for a higher rent.
The state and local governments are offering help to pay rent and utilities.
President Biden is standing firmly behind his decision to withdraw U.S. troops from Afghanistan after admitting the collapse of the country's government unfolded quicker than the U.S. anticipated.
American troops cannot and should not be fighting in a war and dying in a war that Afghan forces are not willing to fight for themselves.
The Taliban is now in control of the capital city almost 2 decades after they were driven out by U.S. troops. At the same time, thousands of civilians are trying to escape with chaotic scenes unfolding at Kabul's airport earlier today. President Biden has warned the Taliban that any interference into U.S. attempts to evacuate embassy staff and allies will be met with swift and devastating force. He spent years helping the U.S. troops fight the Taliban, and tonight an Afghan interpreter now living here in San Diego says he's shocked at what's unfolding right now in his native country. Our ABC 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco is live along the Embarcadero with his perspective tonight. Rachel.
Steve, Ali Rassooli is one of the tens of thousands who helped U.S. forces in Afghanistan. He is safe now, living here in San Diego, but many of his family and friends are not. These are pictures of Ali Rassooli when he worked as an interpreter for U.S. troops. He was born in Afghanistan but fled to Iran as a child. He remembers how proud he was to return to Afghanistan to work with the Marines.
These guys are the real deal. These are the ones that doing actually something to remove the Taliban from this country.
Rassooli moved to San Diego on a special immigrant visa in 2017. He owns an accounting business in El Cajon. He is shocked and horrified at the chaos unfolding in Kabul.
Very pissed off, honestly. I'm very sad.
Rassooli doesn't disagree with the U.S. decision to pull out of Afghanistan, but he doesn't agree with how it was done.
You can put the soldiers into airplane and then just vanish from that country. But how about the allies? They're civilians. They're with the kids. They're women, the elderlies.
He believes more visas should have been secured to protect the allies from the Taliban takeover.
Now that they feel like kind of betrayed, it's okay. They told us, okay, you can work with us, and then we're gonna protect you. But where is the protection now?
Rassooli says it took 5 years to get his special immigrant visa. The Biden administration has said that it will evacuate Afghans to a third country while they await the process. Reporting live along the Embarcadero, Rachel Bianco, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Rachel. And a man is in custody after a strange standoff today in a car parked at the San Diego FBI office in Sorrento Valley. Our crews were there to see San Diego police officers with rifles as well as an armored vehicle. Police tell us the man at the center of the standoff is a suspected car thief. He refused to get out of the car or surrender in negotiations. After a few hours, police say they shot out the car's windows and pulled the man out by force. And police tell us it may not have been an accident that he ended up in the FBI parking lot.
He apparently did send some emails and other things to the FBI indicating that he wanted to talk to them, but I have no idea what those conversations would have been about.
Police say the man was not hurt when they took him into custody.
You can now cast your ballot in the recall election. In-person voting began today at the Registrar of Voters office in Kearny Mesa. Mail ballots are on the way to every registered voter. You can mail those back, or starting tomorrow, you can drop those mail ballots off at more than 100 locations. Political analyst John Dadian thinks that turnout might be higher than past recalls and special elections.
Voter turnout has been higher under COVID over the last 2 years is because it's so convenient. Everybody gets that ballot, and so the numbers are way up.
If you want to vote early in person, the registrar's office is open weekdays 8 to 5. Closer to the election, more than 200 more locations will open for early in-person voting.
Governor Newsom is on the campaign trail trying to convince Californians to vote no on the recall. Democrats are worried not enough of them will turn out to vote in the recall.
Well, that's what recalls are about. They're about getting you sleeping. In these off-year elections, they have an opportunity. They have a chance.
Even though Democrats outnumber Republicans almost 2-1 statewide, polling shows it could be close. Polls also show the leading Republican candidate to replace Newsom, if he is recalled, is talk show host Larry Elder. Both Newsom and Elder have campaigned in San Diego in the last week.